My sister's wedding planning showed me where I stand. Am I in the wrong for finally saying something? I, 36 female and the oldest of 5 siblings. Our family has been through significant estrangement. I've worked hard to maintain individual relationships with my siblings despite dysfunction. My youngest sister, Dana, 28 female, is getting married next month to Marcus. I'm a bridesmaid. Dana made Marcus's sister, Renee, her matron of honor, and our middle sister, Sarah, her maid of honor. I'm married, and there aren't others in the party. We are a small unit. When I asked about it, she gave me 2 different explanations on 2 different occasions. I accepted it and moved on, even though it hurt. I spent months actively supporting her wedding. I researched venues, compiled quotes, sent Pinterest boards, and asked about colors and logistics. I bought my dress, arranged alterations and jewelry, and committed to flying in a social media person for her day. My husband is an usher. We're gifting him a DJ worth over $2,000. During all of this, I had major surgery. Dana checked in on me once, briefly after I had surgery. She never visited. Our chosen family and my in-laws carried that. In late April, I asked if her shower was happening on the date I'd vaguely heard. She sent me a photo of the printed invitation. I was left off the list to receive one. The RSVP deadline was 11 days away. I'm her sister and a bridesmaid. I found out the same way a distant acquaintance would. I named it. She responded days later, saying she'd give me a thoughtful reply. A week after that, she called with yet another explanation for the matron of honor decision, keeping my mother and me separate. I let it go. I showed up to the shower less than 2 months post-surgery. Set up, broke down, smiled. Watched her matron of honor give a touching speech about always wanting a little sister. Dana told me she was glad our relationship was intact. I went home and cried in my husband's arms. The next day, I learned that only the matron and maid of honor would be highlighted and invited to speak at the reception. When I asked Dana about it, she said offering me a speech felt contrived. She went silent when I pressed her. I sent her a longer message. I told her I loved her and would show up fully. But I told her the truth, that this position and this process felt humiliating. That I'm good enough to support behind the scenes, but apparently too contrived for public celebration together. That she has never invited me to her home, while I've had her and her fiancé over many times, and she has had his entire family over multiple times. That I've fought for years for a real relationship, and I'm not sure that's been matched. She read it, said she'd respond when she got back from errands. It's been several days. Nothing. I'll be at her wedding. I'll smile. I'll support her. I might have to step out during the speeches because I just don't know if I can sit through that. Am I in the wrong? What would you do? Update. I was asked to do the tasks I mentioned. Invited to look at colors and flowers for the reception, to put out feelers for bridal shower venues by the bride and matron of honor. I didn't chase them. I offered to help in meaningful ways. Also, I'm paying for the DJ because I wanted her to feel supported. Because financially our family isn't able to do as much of anything outside of what I'm shouldering. I would have and to have hosted all the bridal things. I didn't want the narrative started that her family doesn't show up for her. Because I wouldn't do. There aren't any strings attached. I offered this after she made me a bridesmaid and had no expectation of it making anything different. The estrangement wasn't between us. We had a good relationship, and I had checked on that and opened the door for feedback from her and my other siblings previously. We are both estranged from the same person. I didn't find out about the shower until maybe 2 weeks before by text after I asked. My surgery was significant. I'm going to be in physical therapy for over a year. They knew about the surgery date in advance and forgot. My husband reminded them. There was no follow-up outside of the FaceTime call. They live one down the street and the other 45 minutes 1 hour away with traffic. My sisters were my maids of honor in my wedding, which was ultimately cancelled because of COVID. My best friend respected and understood. We had a whole conversation about it. I didn't expect to be her MOH. I just didn't expect someone she's not really close to be there instead of me.